by Tommy or Nephew? Like, what do people?
You know what? I can do Tommy. I can do Nephew Tommy, or my legal name, which is Thomas Miles. So
Nephew Thomas Miles.
There you go. Thomas, Tommy. I don't care. I'm not picky.
And how did we get this nephew name?
Because I am the nephew of the most craziest person in the world, Steve Harvey. That's who I am. That is my uncle. I am his nephew, and I started working with him in radio 18, maybe 19 years ago, and it was quoted like, well, who is that? Well, that's his nephew. Well, what's his nephew's name? His name is Tommy. He says nephew Tommy, nephew Tommy, and it just stuck. And here I am, 53 years old. I'm still a nephew. You know, I'm not even an uncle yet. I'm still nephew Tommy.
Those are facts. So let's talk a little bit about your journey before we jump into the show, because I think that will show how you're uniquely qualified to host this show. Right. So you do co-host with the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I do. That's been, like I said, 18 plus years.
And I've also heard that congratulations are in order because this June you are going to be celebrating 20 years of marriage.
20 years of being married. Now, that's what's crazy about that is that it's 20 years in June, but I've actually known my wife for 30 plus years. We met in college. My sophomore year, her freshman year, 1986. Wow. So do the math on that.
I already did the math because I'm like, okay, wait, what year was I born? Oh, y'all are old.
So we're not old. We're not old. We're seasoned. Let's put it that way. We're seasoned.
Seasoned, experienced.
There you go.
So talk to me a little bit about how you got involved with Ready to Love and how it's different than hosting a radio show.
Oh man, big difference. But anyway, I got involved with this show. Will Packer gave me a call and said, "Hey, you know what? In Hollywood, they always say, you know what? Let's do lunch. Let's do this. Let's do that. Well, you live it. You're there. You're there. You know how it goes." Mm-hmm. And Will Packer when we first met, he brought somebody in. They were promoting something. One of the movies that he did, and he comes into the radio studio and we meet, and I was like, that was a cool guy. He was really, really nice. And it was like, and later on we met again. He said, you know what? I'm gonna give you something. You know what? We're gonna work together. And that's what you always hear in Hollywood. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna hook up. We're gonna work together. But he gave me a call and said, hey, there's a TV. I just got the connection with OWN Network. I'm going to be bringing some shows to OWN, and my first one is this reality dating show. It's called Ready to Love, and I want you to host it. And I thought I was being pranked. I was like, finally somebody got me, because don't play with my emotions. And I said, come on, Will, don't do this. Don't play with me. He was like, no, Tommy, I'm serious. I want you to host the show. Let me tell you something, Linda. I hit my knees and just started crying like a baby. And I was like, wow, I got a real job. And that's where it all came from. Now, the difference between this and radio is this is of course in the face. Radio is theater of the mind to me. Okay. That's just, we've been doing it so long. I don't have to be in the room with Steve or Shirley or Carla. I don't have to be in the room with them. It's just theater of the mind. This is different. I have to be hands-on. It's in the face. There's cameras everywhere. But most importantly, I have to guide these people through this journey of trying to find love. I think the reason why I'm a perfect fit is I'm 20 years in June being married. Mm-hmm. My parents were married until my dad left here. So I don't know anything else but being together.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I didn't come from a broken home. My parents were together until my dad left. So and then I'm with my wife 20 years, and you know, we live by till death do us part, which means if you want to leave, then your ass, well, you
You
got
better
to
be
lay it
dead.
down. You got to lay it down if you want to leave out of this relationship. You know, let's start picking your casket out. If that's when
We
you
go
want to leave.
together.
So yeah, so that's how I got to this journey, and I think I'm a perfect fit being the host. I love my job. I love all of my jobs, and it's a blessing to have multiple streams of entertainment.
Absolutely. Now, for our viewers who have not seen the show, how would you describe the show to them?
Let me say it like this. This is called, for all of your viewers that have never seen this, it's called Ready to Love. Ready to Love is a dating show. We are on the OWN network. We come on Fridays, 9, 8 Central. Okay. And we start out with 20 singles. 20 singles. Now, here's the difference. Ready to Love is not like your normal dating show. Normal dating shows are, you know, they're in their 20s, their life is just starting. That's not what's going on here. These people are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, even their 50s. They've been married, divorced, they've been in relationships and relationships that did not work, or some of them are just so career driven that they have not taken the time to even get in a relationship. So here we are, 20 singles, 10 men, 10 women. It is a process of elimination. And the power is the same on each side. Each week, the power shifts back and forth. Women eliminate men, men eliminate women. 20 singles dwindles down at the end of this 10-week journey. It dwindles down to 6 people remain. 3 couples who have hopefully found love. That's the prize. Love is the prize. There is no $1,000,000. There's no trip around the world. The big prize is that you found love, and you cannot put a price on that. And I, Thomas Miles, nephew Tommy, I am your host. I am your Cupid, your love doctor, your coach. And you watch me navigate these people through this 10-week journey of trying to find love. That's
Yeah.
what this show is all about.
Now, this new season that is starting tonight, by the way, so congratulations.
Thank you.
My notes tell me that you've been quoted as saying that there are women bosses this season.
Yeah, man.
And the men are, quote, ripped.
Well, all the men are ripped now. They got it going on. Let me tell you something. What's ironic is I'm from Houston, and we're doing the show in Houston, and I'm looking at these guys like, what gym do they go to? I have never been to that gym because I don't look like that. But the women, what I like, what brings, and it brings a whole new level to the show. They're bosses. They are lawyers. They are entrepreneurs. They are producers. The list goes on and on. They are boss women, which makes the men have to step their game up, because you know, men mentally, if we know that a woman makes way more money than us, for some reason we feel, oh my God, she makes more money than me. You know what? And you shouldn't carry that on your chest. What you should be saying is, oh my God, let me hook up with her, and maybe she'll make me a boss like she's a boss.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to come into it like that. Some men come in with it, financially she got me beat. Quit making this a competition. Find out how that lady can take you to the next level. That's what you need to be trying to do. And that's where I come in as a host, and I navigate you to get to where you're trying to be. That's what it's all about.
Now, I also hear that you mentor them. So you navigate and you also mentor some of these people. And you've given some of the reasons why, because you know they focus on their career, they're successful and maybe not so successful in love. What has been the biggest challenge thus far in your mentorship?
You know what? The biggest challenge, Linda, is people are always, and it's male and female. They have this box that they want their partner to fit in. You know, like ladies, so to speak. Well, Tommy, I want him to be 6 foot. I want him to be ripped. Tommy, I want him to have a bald head. I want him to have this beard. And I'm looking at him like, are you serious right now? Are you really serious? Because guess what? When you give me this profile of what you like and what you want, I'm over here like, okay, but I want you to go out with that guy. And she's like, Tommy, he's nowhere in the description. I understand that. He's not 6 foot. He's not this. He's not that. But it's a nice guy right there. Give it a shot. Go over there and I want you to just chop it up with him and just mingle. Let's see what happens. Next thing you know, they've gone out on a date. She'll come back 2 or 3 days later and be like, oh my God, we had so much fun. He was the bomb. You know why? Because you stepped out of your comfort zone and you dated something that was totally against what your mental aspect always desires. So here's my thing is you've been dating the 6 foot ripped up bald head with the beard. You've been dating that. And guess what? You've been getting the same results. So guess what? Let's come on, girl, you bet. I'm finna
Tommy, I feel so attacked right now.
Linda, you got to step out of that comfort zone and quit going with the bald head and the big beard and the ripped up stomach. And you got to just say, you know what? Let me step out of my comfort zone and find somebody that's for me, that's going to be in here. And it doesn't have that whole, oh, he's got to look like this. Sometimes when you do that, you might find the right person. You just might find the right guy.
That's probably the best advice I've been given all day. How is dating different in 2021 than it was, back when you met your wife?
Oh my God. Well, it's 2021, so I can't overlook that we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
But beyond that, when we were dating back in the day, there wasn't social media. We didn't have cell phones. We barely, you had a pager if you had money, you know what I mean? But this is where men and women communicated physically, like face to face. I want to go out with you. Can I have this? Can I dance with you? It was different. Now everything is texting and what did you put in my DM? And it's like it's totally different. This face to face, that one-on-one communication is so pure to me. And that's where me and my wife come from. We come from that era of I'm going to talk to you, you're going to talk to me. If we got a problem, we're going to talk right here and we're going to fix it. It's not going to be, I'm going to text you a million words and then when I get home, everything will be fine. No.
Right.
Let's talk it out. Let's talk, whether it's good times or bad times, we're going to talk. Talking, communication is the key. Here's the thing I tell everyone on my show. Here's the problem with a lot of relationships. A lot of people are hearing their partner, but a lot of people are not listening to their partner. Listening and hearing is two different things. It is two different things. I can be sitting on the couch, and I'm guilty of it. I can be sitting on the couch watching TV, and my wife can be talking. I hear her, but I am not listening.
Right.
And guess what? And if you've been married long enough, you know when to chime in and make her think that you listening. You'd be like, yeah, what? A girl, I can't believe that. But at the same time, I'm watching. What? When that happened? Oh man, that's crazy. That is so crazy right there. And Larry was right there, huh? Wow. Okay. But I'm watching TV. I am hearing, but I am not listening.
Totally makes sense. And so with the show, Ready to Love,
Okay.
it seems like it's not just as easy as we're talking about, because you guys have been known to throw a few curveballs in, including exes showing up on the show,
Ooh.
best friend showing up on the show.
Yes.
So can you hint to some of the curveballs for this season?
That's a big curveball. Imagine if you were on my show, Linda, and I send you out with one of the guys on the show, but also joining you on your dinner date is your ex, Linda, is going to be at the dinner, sitting there having dinner with you all. How bananas is that?
It's completely bananas, and my ex would absolutely sabotage the situation. So yeah, that's quite the curveball. Definitely quite the curveball.
That's a big curveball. We also have a big surprise where we are bringing back a cast member from one of the future season, from the past season, that's going to be joining this this season. This is going to be crazy. This is going to be bananas. This is going to be bananas.
It sounds like it. Now, do you guys follow up with the cast alumni to see how the relationships are?
I do. I follow up with quite a few of them. They all have my phone number. They all keep in touch. And you know what I like about it is they don't call for relationship questions all the time. Some of them do, but some of it's just life questions. You know, just their job, their careers, and I feel blessed to be that big brother to a lot of people. You know, that they can just call me and say, "Hey, Tommy, check this out. You ain't gonna believe this. This is what's going on." And I'm like, "Okay, do this, and that." Now I ain't gonna say this is gonna be perfect, but try it. And that's who I am on the show, Linda. I am not someone that says I'm this relationship perfectionist. I'm not a professor. I don't have a degree in relationship. I don't have the textbook. I don't have this particular formula that you need to do. I'm just a person that's been with my wife 20 years, been knowing her for 30 something years, got parents that were together for, oh my God, 40 plus. But you know, I'm 53. So they were married at least, well, God, till my dad left here. My parents were married almost 50 years.
Wow.
Before my dad left. So my dad's been gone since 2015. So they were together. So the reason why in my mind is that's all I know is sticking together, riding it out. There is no I'm leaving. There is no this and that. So that's who I am. That's where I come from, and that's all I can give people. I'm not giving you, well, the book says we should do this. I'm giving you, here's what I think, and I've seen this before. Why? Been in this game 20 years, watch my parents. So I'm giving you advice from that brother, that uncle, that best friend. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not coming from, well, the book says this, and this is what you should do. So that's who I am.
I love it. So we are going to play word association again.
Oh, we playing. We playing games. Okay, go ahead.
You know, we have this reality show. We have to continue in the spirit.
All
I'm
right.
going to give you 2 words.
Okay.
And all of this is in the context of a relationship. And it's rapid fire. So you don't have time to think about it. You just have to tell me what you think is the most important. Make sense?
Okay. Let me try.
Okay, so
you're giving me 2 words though.
2 words, and you're picking the one that stands out to you. So romance or passion?
Romance.
Faith or passion?
Faith.
Loyalty or truth?
Loyalty.
Love or romance?
Love.
Soul or heart?
Wow, heart.
Hugs or kisses?
Kisses.
Fit, like you're ripped, or fashion?
Fashion.
Holiday or stay at home, like alone time?
Holiday.
Money or love?
Love.
Dreams or effort?
Effort.
Heat, as in passion, heat, or compatibility?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Compatibility.
Flowers or chocolate?
Flowers.
Man cave or boys' night?
Man cave.
Pair, this is a big one, pair or partner?
Partner.
Honesty or understanding?
Honesty.
Good job. Good job. You did not bad. You were a little slow on the responses, but it made me feel like you were thinking about your answers.
Well, I wanted to make sure you want to rapid fire, but I had to at least digest it for a quick second. And I got to digest it to make sure I'm making the right answers. But that's who I am. I'm going to make sure. Okay, let me make sure I will say what I want to say.
So the theme song, no, it took me some time to get the place you wanted me to be, but now I'm ready to love, is very appropriate. Was that intentional?
I don't know if it was intentional, but I think it's appropriate for this show because it is really, when I told you earlier, these are people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and the words speak for themselves. It took me some time to get where I want to be. Now I'm ready. There's a lot of people that are even in their 30s, 40s, and 50s that are not ready still to this day.
Those are facts.
Facts. But and even on the show, when we say we have 20 singles looking for love, trust me, Linda, everybody ain't ready. And that's why you have this process of elimination, because everyone isn't ready. Okay, you gotta go. You want to be a player. Bye. So I think the song is appropriate for where we are. There are a lot of people that are like, I'm ready to love, and now is the time. But then there's some people that aren't. But took me some time to get where I want to be.
What has been your favorite season thus far?
One, and you know why one is the one? One is the one because one had no clue of what was going on. So they went in blind. And I love that you don't know anything. And then this one, 4, is right there with 1, because the people on the show is what made 4 amazing. The majority out of the 20, the majority really wanted to find love, and they were seeking it. And there are going to be some moments where women get to see men break down in their male bonding, or that man cave conversation. You get to see it, and it's genuine, it's authentic, it's real, transparent, whatever you want to call it. It's right there. So I think 1 and 4 are my favorites. And don't get me wrong, I love 1, but 4, this season right here, gave 1 a run for its money.
Now, Tommy, what makes dating in Houston different? Because everything is always so big. I'll tell you a quick story. I'm from Canada. When I very first moved to the US, I was hanging out with a bunch of Houston expats. And all of a sudden, my TV's like 80 inches. Everything is just big barbecue, big. Everything was bigger than I thought was necessary. So I'm wondering if that's still the case in Houston, and what makes it different? What makes it unique?
You know what? Houston, Linda, is a we're the 4th largest city in the U.S. We're neck and neck with Chicago of being third and fourth, but right now we're fourth. But it's not a big city to me. It's a big town. And that means that we are Houstonians are friendly people. So you're getting something to, now, do we do things big? Oh my God, we do. When we throw a barbecue, you know, it starts out being 10 people. But by the end of the night, there is literally 60 people at your house. You know what I mean? It starts out very small and then it just grows. But that's who we are. We are friendly like that. We love to interact. We love that whole camaraderie of dealing with family and friends, and that's who we are. So Houston is different. That we are this big friendly group of people that love to have fun, love to interact. And don't get me wrong, even right now it's dangerous because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but that desire to intermingle does not go away. We love being together. We love having fun. We love interacting, and we have to be safe about it. But genuinely, when before pandemic, we interact, we kick it together, we hang out together, we do this. So, you know, when you come down to H-Town, Linda, you like, hey, I'm here. Guess what? Linda here. We need to throw something, because Linda here from Canada, but she live in California. But we need to throw something. And next thing you know, you're gonna since you know you're in reporting, and I'm gonna bring people from your industry, and they gonna all be at my house because Linda coming. We will find a reason to throw something.
I love that. It's very family.
Yes.
Okay, so tonight, Ready to Love, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central. And this is all on OWN, which I found out Friday nights is the place to be. #1 show on the OWN network on Friday nights. So congratulations with that.
Thank you.
Last question, and it's the most important question of the day.
Okay.
What advice do you give, or would you give people, I was going to say young people, but just people in general, I think people who are ready to find the one, for longevity in a relationship?
Being open, being transparent, being vulnerable.
I'm writing these down.
Open, transparent, and vulnerable. Those 3 things are key for you to find what you want. And the problem with it is the opposite, or your attraction going to do the same? If the 2 of you don't do it together, then you one is going to hit a wall because the other one is not open. Open, transparent, vulnerable. You do that together, and I think that you will find out. And that doesn't mean you are a connection. It just means to me that you're both open for the process of seeing if you guys can connect. That's the key. But you have to be open, transparent, and vulnerable.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I wish you all the best in the new season. I can't wait to see what transpires. And
listen, let me say this. Tune in tonight, because I got a big surprise.
Surprises, you guys. I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for having me.
All right.